This was the assignment question. So we'll start with reading the questions as usual. What is the question? First question. It talks about before the advent of Industrial Revolution, okay, where did manufacturing primarily take place? Okay. Second question. Which of the following was a negative outcome of Industrial Revolution? Third question. What was the main source of livelihood before the Industrial Revolution? Basically, it talks about Industrial Revolution, and two questions are what happened before Industrial Revolution. So before it, so before the advent of Industrial Revolution, where did manufacturing take place? That is one thing, manufacturing place. And another is main source of livelihood before Industrial Revolution. And the other thing is negative outcome of it. That is all has been asked. Okay, let us start with the paragraph. The Industrial Revolution, which took place from 18th to 19th centuries, was a period during which predominantly agrarian rural societies in Europe and America became industrial and urban. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, before, so focus more on this. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, which began in Britain in the late 1700s, manufacturing was often done in people's homes. Please complete the sentence. Even though we have the answer, manufacturing place before Industrial Revolution, just circle it and complete the sentence. Using hand tools or basic machines. Okay, come to question 1. Before the advent of Industrial Revolution, where did manufacturing primarily take place? Homes. There is nothing to eliminate here. It is all one word and it is very direct. So continue. Industrialization marks a shift to powered, special purpose machinery, factories, and mass production. The iron and textile industries, along with the development of the steam engine, played central roles in the Industrial Revolution, which also saw improved systems of transportation, communication, and banking. While industrialization brought about an increased volume and variety of manufacturing goods and an improved standard of living for some, when they use while, they are going to compare something. While this is there, that is not there. Okay, only in such circumstances the word while will be used. While industrialization brought about an increased volume of variety of manufactured goods and an improved standard of living for some, it also resulted in often grim unemployment, unpleasant. Grim means unpleasant. Unpleasant employment and living conditions for the poor and working class. Okay. Before the advent of Industrial Revolution, most people resided in small rural communities where their daily existences revolved around farming. Go to the third question. Before Industrial Revolution, main source of livelihood is farming. Directly given. Which of the following was the negative outcome? This while grim employment and living conditions. Go with poor living conditions here. It is all direct. That's it. So when it comes to RC, I'll again repeat. Start with the questions, go to the paragraph. If it is very simple, then and there answer the questions. Okay? That is the plan of action with respect to RC. We'll go into solving previous 5-year questions of spot the error. Okay, we'll do this exercise now. Start with the first question. Please come up with the answers. I want every one of you to try. Please come up with the answers. Start with the first question. Please first take the question down and try to find the error. You all can hear me, right? Please say yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
His pen, ma'am.
Okay. You are saying here it is his, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Why?
Because either Ram or Bhuvan becomes singular, ma'am. So either
Yes.
one.
Very good. Very good. When either comes, either him or him, either Ram or Bhuvan. Though there are two nouns involved in the subject, or while or comes, it becomes singular, not plural. Not plural. So the pronoun rules are, the first rule is check whether if it is singular or plural. Second rule is check for gender. Third rule is we'll check for nominative, adjective cases. Okay, position, basically position. Here, since it is singular, we'll go to the gender. It is their boys. So his. Only if it is plural, there should come. Okay, that is all. Take down the second question and find out error.
Ma'am, in the second one,
Yes.
until is the error.
Okay.
It will be replaced by before.
Okay, you are very near, but until is the error here, but it will be replaced by by. Just finding the error is enough as far as AFCAT is concerned, but as we are practicing, we should know the reasons correctly. Okay, we use until. Let us know the difference between until and by. Until means how long something is going to happen. So until Wednesday, if you're saying until Wednesday, till then it is being happening continuously till Wednesday. That is the meaning. How long something is going to happen. We use by where the meaning is close to or to specify a deadline. I guess you all went through the preposition chart that I sent you. It is not enough if you go through once. Please make sure you revise it very often so that you can know the difference between these kind of prepositions. Okay, we'll move on. Third question. First, take it down and find the error. What is the error? What is the error?
Organic necessity.
Come again.
Organic necessity.
வருமா நீங்க சொல்றீங்க வராது வரும்னு சொல்றீங்க வருமா எப்போ வரும்
Indefinite-ஆ இருந்தா சொல்லுவோம் மேம்.
எஸ் இன்டெஃபினைட்டா இருந்தா ஆர் and சொல்லுவோம்.
எஸ் மேம்.
அது வரைக்கும் ஸ்கிரீன் பண்ணதுக்கு அப்புறமேட்டு நெக்ஸ்ட் வர வேர்டோட ப்ரொனன்சியேஷன் சவுண்ட் என்னன்னு பார்க்கணும். வவல் சவுண்ட் ஆர் கான்சனன்ட் சவுண்ட். அந்த ப்ராசஸ் உள்ள இருக்குல்ல. இப்போ வவல் சவுண்ட் வருது, உயிர் எழுத்துக்களோட சவுண்ட் ஆர்கானிக், ஸோ ஆன் வரும்.
ஓகே மேம்.
Don't do these kind of mistakes. Practice ஓட இது போயிட்டோம். Okay, so this is the only error in this question. So when it comes to article, we'll revise it again. We'll see whether it is definite or indefinite. If it is definite, it is there. It is indefinite, we'll use a or an. There is one more process here. Only if it starts with consonant sound, we use a. With vowel sound, we use an. Okay, this is the thing. But to use for words meaning words in general, the words which means in general like water, air, we don't use articles in front of it. We don't use a or an. That's all. We'll move on to the next question. Fourth question. Please take down the question first and then try to find out the error.
Ma'am, each student, ma'am, it has to be replaced by every student.
No, each and every can be used interchangeably. That is not error here.
Ma'am,
Yeah,
I think I will change into I will.
there is no. Oh, here you are saying. Okay, this is a topic we haven't discussed yet. Okay, it is from if clause. If clause has certain conditions. Okay, we'll first see what it is. So the error here is if I am வராது where வரும். நம்ம டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிருப்போம் பி வேர்ப்ஸ் அப்படின்னு டிஸ்கஸ் பண்ணிருப்போம். பி வேர்ப்ஸ்ல we would have discussed first person, second person, present tense, past tense, future tense, am வரும், was வரும், will be வரும், are, where இது வரும் அப்படி சொல்லியிருப்போம். பட் இன் இஃப் clauses here where யூஸ் பண்றோம். So we should know what is if clause. If clause there is three conditions. We'll quickly see those three conditions and we'll come back. Okay. We'll start with if clause. If clause is nothing but conditional sentences. Take it down. It is used to express that the action in the main clause can only take place if a certain condition is fulfilled. This is if clause. There are only three types. We'll go one by one. Type 1, if less simple present. Simple future. This is the first type. You will easily understand with one example. If I find her address, I will send her an invitation. The if condition, if condition is in present. If I find her address, that condition satisfies, I will send her. So if less simple present will give you the main clause in future. Okay, it is very simple. If I find her address, if this is the if clause is in present tense, then the main clause will be in simple future. Will come. Okay. Type 2, if plus Simple past. Would will come. Example. If I found her address, I would. When you use past tense, would will come. I would send her an invitation. The same example, okay? We'll move on to the third type. Type 3. If plus past perfect. We use past perfect means had. Perfect tense nale has, have, had. That is perfect tense, okay? Past perfect. If plus past perfect, we'll use would have. Would have. This is the third rule. Example. If I had found her address, I would have sent her an invitation. Had past perfect is coming, we are using would have. Okay? Okay. We'll go and solve the questions. And also, in if clause, whenever we use I, since it is an imaginative sentence, இருந்தால், இப்படி இருந்தால், அப்படி இருந்தால், when we are imagining, we use where after I. If I were, if I am, அப்படி சொல்ல முடியாது. If I am, na, it is a fact that I am this. But it is, since we are imagining it, since it is an hypothetical thing, we'll use where. Okay, make note of it. Put note and note it down along with the question. Okay, we'll move on. Take down the fifth question and find the error.
That
What is the error? Yeah, yeah.
find.
Okay. What should come?
Found.
Yeah, very good, very good. See, greatly to our surprise, we find the ringleader. இது வரைக்கும் there will be no doubt, okay? Was lame. See, it is in past tense. We should use the past tense form of the verb that is found. We'll move on. Note down the sixth question.
மேம் ப்ரீவியஸ் கொஸ்டின்ல ஒரு டவுட் மேம்.
சொல்லுங்க.
மேம் இப்போ தேர்ட்ல வந்து அந்த வேர்பை சேஞ்ச் பண்ணக்கூடாது மேம், பிகாஸ் இங்க ஃபைண்ட் வந்ததுனால இது ப்ரெசென்ட் ஆகலாம், அதை ப்ரெசென்டா சேஞ்ச் பண்ணக்கூடாதா?
இல்லைங்க, நீங்க சென்டென்ஸோட மீனிங்கே சேஞ்ச் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா அவங்க கொடுத்துருக்கிறது டென்ஸ் வந்து பாஸ்ட் டென்ஸ்ல கொடுத்துருக்காங்க.
ஓகே மேம்.
இல்லைங்க, இப்போ வந்து நீங்க பிரசன்ட் டென்ஸ்லயே அப்படி நீங்க சேஞ்ச் பண்ணணும் அப்படின்னா கிரேட்லி டு ஆர் சர்ப்ரைஸ் வி ஃபைண்ட் அப்படியே வச்சுக்கலாம் அப்படின்னு நீங்க சொல்ற மாதிரி வச்சுக்கிட்டா கிரேட்லி டு ஆர் சர்ப்ரைஸ் வி ஃபைண்ட் த ரிங் லீடர். லேம் அப்படி வரணும், இஸ் வராது, வாஸ் வராது நம்மளுக்கு. ஓகேயா? ஸோ ஃபோக்கஸ் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஆன் பிளேசிங் த டென்சஸ் ஆஸ் இட் இஸ் அண்ட் சேஞ்ச் த ஒர்க் ஃபார்ம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட். ஓகே
ஓகே மேம்.
ஓகே. Note down the sixth question and find error. What is the error?
I'm very sorry.
Please be a little louder. What is the error?
Very
Ma'am,
ma'am, the
Ended the
poor incident.
okay. Any other answer?
I
Ma'am.
feel sorry, feels less.
என்ன error இங்கன்னு சொல்றீங்க?
I feel very sorry. Plurals come icon.
Okay. Let me answer this question. When one hears of the incident, see one அப்படின்னு வரும்போது ஜெண்டர் தெரியாது நம்மளுக்கு. என்ன ப்ரொனவுன் யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம்? ஐ யூஸ் பண்ணுவோமா?
Ma'am. It
ஒன் அப்படின்னு வரும்போது we'll use he or she only. He or he will come. ஏதாவது ஒன்னு தனியா கொடுத்திருந்தாலும் it is right. Okay? I won't come. And also I have made also one more change in the sentence. There is one more error here. Please find that error. Please make note of this thing. When one comes, we won't know the gender, but we'll use he or she. If he is given, it is also right. If she is alone given, it is also is right. Make note of this. And please find the other error. You know, the other error is in articles. You said the incident, no? The
Yes, ma'am.
incident about the plane crash. The incident is being defined. The will come. It is definite no.
a plane crash, ma'am.
Yes, the plane crash has not been defined. Okay. So we'll use just
Yes, ma'am.
that is another error here. Okay, we'll move on to the next question. Please note down the question and find the error.
Ma'am, the previous question,
Yes.
what option we need to choose from?
See, the thing is, I have made this up myself. Here, in the previous year question, he will come, you know. So this is the error in the question paper as such. I have made two errors in order for us to learn.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Moving on. Note down the seventh question and find out the error.
Preposition error.
Where?
Two has to be changed.
It is right only.
Okay. See, we'll quickly skim through the sentence, okay? A glass of aged beer. The beer is not defined further, which is kept on that table, which has been bought that day. No, it has not been defined. A is right. Okay? So first part is over. A glass of aged beer is an outstanding. Check with the article. Outstanding starts with a vowel sound. It's definitely indefinite. Within a or an, vowel sound. An is also right. Outstanding compliment to smoked fish and chips. To is in the right usage here. There is no error here. Please revise the preposition chart as much as possible and apply the preposition. Download exercises online and do preposition spotting errors based on prepositions more. Practice more on that. I think you understood other things very, very clearly. Preposition takes time. It comes with practice. Moving on, take down 8th question and find out the error.
We discussed the problem, ma'am, about Varad.
Okay, correct. ஏன் வராது?
Because both mention the same meaning, ma'am.
Okay. We'll shortly see a topic called transitive verb and intransitive verb here. See, transitive verb is a verb that uses a direct object which shows who or what receives the action in the sentence. Example, I invited Sita. The action is received by Sita. It is direct. There is no preposition in between. Okay? Such verbs are called transitive verbs. It doesn't require any preposition in between to connect to a noun. Such a word is discussed. Such a verb is discussed. So we don't use prepositions there. And it also means, as you said very simply, discussed itself is about talking about a problem. So it is providing more information which is not required. See, intransitive verb is also there. These are verbs which cannot have a direct object. Example, he arrived. Itself conveys the meaning. The baby smiled. The verb stands on its own and conveys meaning. The reason why I'm teaching these is, please go on, search for those verbs and have a clear understanding of what is transitive, what is intransitive. Okay? This is the error. Yeah.
Ma'am, and in that previous same question, there is thoroughly or truly, ma'am. So we have discussed the problem. So truly or thoroughly, what it would.
Thoroughly only. It is a mistake. I'm sorry.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. That is a spelling typo. Okay. Moving on. 9th question. Take that down. Find the error.
Try should be tried.
If clause only is there, no?
Yeah, if he tried hard, he would succeed in his effort.
Okay. That is right in one way. Any other error you can find?
Also, that if the present tense comes in the if condition, we have to use will. He will succeed.
Succeed, ma'am. Yes, won't come.
Okay.
Will would come will.
Okay. Okay. We'll work more on if clause. Okay. As I'll give assignments more on if clause. I think we need more practice. Okay. Here, the error is we have studied verb forms now. Base, simple past, past participle, present participle, simple present. The word used here is succeed. Simple past is succeeded. Past participle is the same thing. Mostly V2 and V3 will be same. V4 is V1 plus ing, which means succeeding. And the simple present tense we use is succeeds. As we use would, we should use succeed and not succeeds. S won't come. We should use the base form. That is the error here. Take down the 10th question and find the error. And someone said if he tries hard as an error, right? Here, it is that it is in future tense. Would is in future tense. Okay. When you say would, it is going to happen. When it is going to happen, we'll mention it in the action. The if clause we are going to mention, it will be in present tense. It will be in simple present because it is going to happen. Would I would do this. Okay. It is future perfect. Go on to 10th question. I would rather buy a scooter or a cycle. What is the error here?
Ma'am, or
Okay. It is right. What should come?
Dan.
Yeah, right. Very good. See, when the word rather comes, I would rather buy a scooter. When the word rather comes, we already preferring something to something over something. In that case, we don't use or, we use than to make a clear statement. Go to 11th question and find the error. Be quick.
Ma'am, the automotive service.
Okay. Why? What is the error here?
The ma'am.
The இருக்குங்களே. ஏன் the வராது? வேற ஏதாவது error யாராவது find பண்ணா சொல்லுங்க. Be quick, no? Okay, we'll study two rules here. Present participle is used for continuous tense. Past participle is used for perfect tenses. E-commerce automotive service marketplace for the automatic service industry. See, when we are saying about automotive service industry, it is whole on its own. The Himalayas, we'll say, it is an industry. There is not a plural to it. We use the. Okay. E-commerce automotive service marketplace for the automotive service industry has set the industry benchmarking with the launch of new iOS mobile app. Has set. There comes a perfect tense. Come to this rule. If perfect tense comes, we use past participle. Past participle is nothing but we. Three. Has set the industry benchmarking அப்படி வந்திருக்குல்ல V3 அப்படிதான் வரணும் ஏன்னா perfect tense வரும்போது we won't use continuous tense here. So this verb no, we'll use benchmark and not benchmarking. Right away இதெல்லாம் பார்த்தோன்னே தெரியணும்னு இல்லை. That's why we need practice. This is PYQ. By solving this question, you happen to learn these rules. So you'll be automatically applying these rules when you are solving more questions like this. Has set அப்படின்னு சொல்லியிருக்காங்கன்னா it is already in perfect tense. When there is perfect tense followed by it, there won't be any continuous tense. We'll use past participle. Benchmark. Has set the benchmark. Has set the industry benchmark, not ing form. Make sure you understand this well. Because previous year questions will have its own trend. They won't change much. Okay, moving on. 12th question. Take down the question and find the error. Very simple error.
Constant.
Yes. Constantly flow. It is wrong. It is constant. Medical technology is a constant flow of innovations resulting from high-level research and development within the industry. We cannot find any error anywhere. And we use constantly, that ly form of adverb. Constantly vanda we use ing form of verb. Constantly flowing. Then the sentence should be different thing. Constantly flowing river. அத மாதிரி மீனிங் வேற மாதிரி இருக்க சென்டென்சஸ்ல we use, but ly ஃபார்ம்ல வரும்போது we use ing form of verb. Okay, here the sentence is different and ly won't come. It is constant flow of innovations. That is the error. Come to question number 13. Take down the question and find error. ITC chairman said that plans to creating alternate structures for the hotel business will be reviewed along with the impact of the pandemic on the hospitality sector. If you have learned prepositions from the chart and if you check those rules all through it, You can find on the hospitality sector, it is right. And the tenses are properly matched. And here the error is, it is create and not creating. கொஞ்சம் லாஜிக்கலி சென்டென்ஸ் கரெக்டா இருக்கா அப்படின்னு ஒரு அவுட்லைனா பார்த்தாலே இந்த கான்ஸ்டன்ட்லி கிரியேட் அதெல்லாம் தெரியும். See, when you use to, another rule here, when you use to, we use the base form of the verb and not ing form. இததான் நம்ம இன்ஃபினிட்டிவ் அப்படி சொல்லுவோம். It is one type of verb. To use it differently, there is many kinds. This is one type. Moving on, note down the 14th question and find out the error.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
I'm not feeling well. Can I leave now?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Okay. 14th question, find out the error, be quick. Our reduced COVID-19 mortality rating indicates that patients are getting treatment in time, due to which they are recovering fast. We won't say rating, no. Mortality rate. That is the error here. That is the error here. Moving on, 15th question. Come up with the answer.
Poor are.
Good. Poor அப்படின்னா எப்படியும் சிங்குலர் கிடையாது. Someone in totality, ஒரு class of people. அதனால plural. So R வரும். பட் இந்த the வருமா? நம்ம ஆர்டிக்கல் படிச்ச ரூல் அப்ளை பண்ணா இங்க the வராதுல்ல. See, the வந்து சில திங்ஸ்க்கு வரும், லைக் ஹிமாலயாஸ், the யுனைடெட் ஸ்டேட்ஸ், the நெதர்லாண்ட்ஸ்.
ஜெனரலுக்கு வராதுன்னு சொன்னீங்க மேம்.
ஜெனரலுக்கு வராது. ஆனா புவர் அப்படிங்கிறது இட்ஸ் நாட் அ நவுன். ப்ளீஸ் மேக் நோட் ஆஃப் இட். புவர் it is not a noun, it is an adjective actually. He is poor. He is poor அப்படி சொன்னா he is the noun and poor அப்படிங்கறத அவங்களை டிஃபைன் பண்ற adjective நம்ம யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம். பட் poorஐயே இங்கிலீஷ்ல we'll interchangeably use adjective as adverb. According to the context of the sentence, we use it differently. Okay. So likewise, we are using this adjective poor as a noun in the sentence. And it refers to a class. When we use an adjective that which refers to a class of people as a noun, we use the. Make note of it. Don't get confused in the exam. Make note of it. 16th question, find the error.
At
2 double D, 2 double X. At is the correct preposition here. Again, go and revise preposition chart. Okay, at is correct. Then what is the error? See, try to apply the rule. If it is continuous tense,
Aiming.
Participle. Yeah.
Aim it is.
புரியல.
ing aimல வராது.
இல்லங்க, ஃபர்ஸ்ட் நான் ஒரு டவுட் கேட்டாங்கல்ல, டென்சஸ் வந்து ஒரு சென்டென்ஸ்ல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் போய் டென்சஸ் சேஞ்ச் பண்ண தேவையில்லை. நம்ம அந்த சென்டென்ஸ்ல டென்சஸ் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணாதீங்க, வேற என்ன மிஸ்டேக்ஸ் இருக்குன்னு தான் பார்க்கணும். போய் சென்டென்ஸே நம்ம சேஞ்ச் பண்ற மாதிரி ஆயிடும். கொடுத்திருக்க சென்டென்ஸ்க்கு எரர் மட்டும் தான் ஃபைண்ட் பண்ணும். ஸோ கீப் சென்டென்ஸ் ஆஸ் இட் இஸ் and try to find the error. And we have already learned this rule, no? This rule. And the rule in the first thing apply பண்ண சொல்றேன் நான். When there is continuous tense, use past participle, which is V4, which is ing form of base verb. It is aiming. USA is aiming. It is in continuous tense only. There is a word double here, which is a verb doubling. Comes with practice. We'll practice more. I'll be giving worksheets for spot the error. After this class, we won't be doing spot error in the class. Worksheets will be given, and it will be in the same model. Please try to solve everything. And now learn these rules and understand these rules. Okay? This is the error here. Since it is in continuous tense, it shouldn't be in the base form. It should be in the present participle form, which is ing form. This is the answer. Okay, copy down. 17th question. What is the error? India has taken care of the needs. India has taken care. See, has வந்தா perfect அது. Perfect வந்தா ஒரு participle use பண்ணுவோம் நம்ம. ing form use பண்ண மாட்டோம். Hasனாலே has taken, has seen அப்படின்னு V3 ஃபார்முக்கு போயிடுவோம் நம்ம. ing ஃபார்முக்கு வேலையே இருக்காது has பக்கத்துல. இதெல்லாம் பார்த்தோன்னே எரர்னு கண்டுபிடிச்சிட்டு போயிடணும். So it is not taking, it should be taken. Has will be accompanied by participle, past participle, B3. Note பண்ணியாச்சுல? We'll go on. 18th question. What is the error? See, the error is in won't come. Lack scientists of equality. It is with respect to the context of the sentence. And when you are very clear where in comes, you can definitely understand in will not come here. That is the error here. Okay, if in the upcoming exams they give some nouns like this, some collective nouns like this, mentioning professions or of any kind, make sure in doesn't come in front of it. And go and read the rules for in and the places where it can come with respect to the proposition chart. Go on to the next question. There are only 3 more.
Had lost their life.
Yes, lost their varno. Pronoun varno. Pronoun is missing here. It is clear that hundreds of people அப்படி சொல்லியிருக்காங்க நம்மளுக்கு, which is plural, which is clear. Have, pluralக்கு have தான் வரும், which is right. Lost. Lost is a verb. And lives is an adjective. Sorry. Life is a noun, plural noun. And in between it, to connect those things, pronoun should come. Hundreds of people lost their lives. Inge pronoun varno. Similar kind of sentences will be repeated in PYQ. Make sure you find it. Question number 20.
Fifth வராதுன்னு நினைக்கிறேன் மேம்.
With வராது. ஆனா sentence correct ஆகணும்ல, connect ஆகணும்ல, வேற என்ன preposition வரணும்? The child was run over by a private bus. Okay, the difference between with and by. With அப்படின்னா particular objects or tools used. to fulfill an action. Go through preposition chart, revise it as much as possible. By na, we can say agent who has done the action, and the agent can be anything like people, animals, situations, or even objects.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of the sentence, ma'am?
Which sentence? This sentence.
Yes, ma'am.
Run over by a private person. Bus on the child mal erichu. It was an accident. It is meaning
Okay.
an accident has happened. That is the meaning. This is the major difference between with and by. Copy down question number 21. This is the last question and spot the error. Find out the error.
None of the student.
This is the easiest mistake we can do. See, make note of it. When one of the student அப்படி வராது ஏன்னா we are meaning there is students. So students is a group, a class of people பத்தி பேசுறோம். There are so many students அப்படின்னா it is plural and one of the அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம். அப்போ one of the many, அப்போ one of the students தான் வரணும். இதே ஸ்பாட் எரர்ல கொஸ்டின்ல எரரா வைப்பாங்க. இந்த எஸ் வரலன்னா அதுதான் எரர், எஸ் வரணும். தட் இஸ் த ரைட் திங். Since you asked it, make note of it. One of the students வரணும், plural தான் வரணும். One of the சொல்லும் போது one of the many, அப்போ pluralல தான் வரணும். That is not error here.
No error,
What is
ma'am.
error? சொல்லுங்க என்ன?
Ma'am, no error or
இல்ல எரர் இருக்கு. See, he is one of the students who comes late regularly அப்படி சொல்றாங்க. See, நம்ம வந்து ஒரு singular word like he, one minute. When we use singular pronouns, we use comes. And when we use plural, we use come. This is how words are used. See, verb 1 base form, verb 5 simple present form. அப்படி சொன்னோம்னா verb base form வந்து come. V5 the simple present form comes அப்படி யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம் நம்ம. So pluralக்கு we'll use come base form and singularக்கு we'll use comes. And when one of the students அப்படி யூஸ் பண்ணும்போது he is one of the students who comes late regularly. There is no error actually. Okay, moving on. See, we have completed past 5-year spot error questions. We have done 7 questions in the last class itself, and now we have completed it totally. There is only 3 questions. I have kept it for your homework assignments. Okay, I'll send it to you in the group, and with that 5 years of spot error questions will be over. Moving on, we'll do certain questions with respect to sentence completion. We'll start with sentence completion. We'll solve few questions. Okay, try the first question.
brackish, ma'am.
Okay, what is the meaning of brackish?
Salty dish, ma'am. Salty food.
Very good. Salty. See, the diner complained that his meal was too dash to consume. Complain நாலே நெகட்டிவா இருக்கணும். எதுவும் உங்களுக்கு மீனிங் தெரியணும்னு தேவையில்லை. ஃபர்ஸ்ட் the diner complained அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டாலே it should be something negative. That is why he is complaining. So come to the options. Oval. Okay. Go to the second option. Pure. Pure is a positive thing. Eliminate it. Brackish, okay, wait. Go to D, it is delicious, which is a positive thing. We won't complain when it is pure or delicious. Eliminate the options right away. Obel is unsteadiness. By the pronunciation of the word itself, you can get an idea. And brackish, the meaning is salty. So when it comes to a meal, a dish, we choose brackish. Come to the second question. What is the answer? He returned to the castle, that is house or something, stopping the sound of, that is the clue, dash, from the direction of the forest. What is the answer?
Commotion.
Yes. See, the other options are calm, stopping the sound. To stop the sound, there should be a sound first. If you know the meaning of commotion, you can directly check other options and tick commotion right away. But if you don't know what commotion means, just in case, if it is another word that you don't know, see the other option, observe the other option, calm, peace, and quiet. All have similar meaning. Words have similar meaning. We cannot choose one word. So all those three things can be eliminated, and the odd one can be the answer, even if you don't know the meaning. Okay? That is how you can answer many of the fill in the blanks, especially the things which are difficult. Moving on, third question. Try to answer.
Bring out, ma'am. Bring
out the answer, correct. See, these kind of things, no, bring about, bring in, bring out, bring off. These are called phrasal verbs. It is a separate topic. We'll do separate exercises after knowing deeply about phrasal verbs in today's evening class. We'll go through only phrasal verbs and fill in the blanks. Okay, so just know the meaning of these four things as of now. See, bring about means cause something to happen. See, the question is alcohol de-addiction centers try to dash behavioral changes in the lifestyle of addicts by keeping them busy in various activities. See, bring about means cause something, causing something to happen. Just note down the meaning. We'll have separate PDF for these kind of phrasal verbs to read on. Bring in means, I'm writing the meaning here because each of these have really different meanings. Like bring in will mean introducing or launching. Bring out means producing, produce. That will be the meaning. And bring off means it will mean achieve. Alcohol de-addiction centers try to bring out, produce behavioral changes. This is the apt answer. And without knowing these meanings, we can answer the phrasal verb rightly with the rules of by knowing the rules of the phrasal verb. That would be, we'll be dealing with it totally in the evening class, okay? Moving on, solve this question. What is the answer?
pertinent. Pertinent.
Yes, pertinent is the answer. Let us go one by one. Anjali impressed the interviewer with her concise. Concise means exact. Perfect. See, Anjali impressed the interviewer with her concise, dash answers. So, concise, exact அப்படின்ற clue கொடுத்துட்டாங்க already. Allusive means indirect. It is pretty opposite. Revealing makes no sense. It is already being answered. Then what is there to reveal more? Eliminate it. And pertinent means relevant. Referential also, it is like revealing, it doesn't make sense. There will be two options which doesn't make sense. You'll be within two. And if you know the meaning, you can answer. As we work on vocabs, synonyms and antonyms, these kind of things will come in handy. And also with respect to fill in the blanks, it is Much more easier to answer than synonyms and opposites because we have clues. Exact. We can go for pertinent. In synonyms and antonyms, we'll just be having one word. We will not be having context of a sentence to guess. We won't be having clues like this. Okay? Try this question. Just try. You have already read the preposition, no?
Annoyed with, ma'am.
That is the right answer. See, it has different meanings. At அப்படின்னா உங்களுக்கு வந்துட்டு அனாய்ட் அட்டுக்கு டோட்டலா என்ன மீனிங் வரும் இந்த மாதிரி டிஃப்ரெண்ட் மீனிங்ஸ் இருக்கு சொன்னல அந்த மீனிங் தெரியலனாலும் ப்ரிப்போசிஷனோட மீனிங்ஸ் தெரியும்ல அட்டுனா என்ன வரும் அட்டுனா அட் 3 PM டைமிங் மீன் பண்ண அட் டின்னர் அட் ஏஜ் இதெல்லாம் தான் மீன் பண்ணுவோம்ல ஸோ அட் எங்க யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம் வித் எங்க யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம் அபவுட் எங்க யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம் தட் ஐடியா இருந்தாலே we can answer this. Okay, that is one way of answering. The answer is annoyed with, and let us not go into the meanings of these as of now. After reading on phrasal verbs, we'll go into it deeply. Quickly come to the next question. What is the answer? Again, all the questions we are solving now, these are also previous year questions. What is the answer?
From option B.
Yeah, right. I'll say why. See, 10 years dash for me to live in a foreign country. We may think 10 years as plural. 10 years அப்படின்னா plural தானே 10 number அப்ப plural அப்படி சொல்லி R போடுவோம் but when it comes to these kind of things we take it as 10 years as a singular form 10 years அப்படிங்கறத ஒரு single content எடுத்துப்போம் a single entity 10 years so we use singular form for it and we use is அதுவும் இல்லாம has எல்லாம் perfect tense it is a very simple tense the sentence is in a very simple form we don't have to use has and all perfect tense போ தேவையில்லை and between is are இல்ல வந்து ரெண்டு வேர்ட்ஸ் வந்து கொடுத்திருக்காங்கன்னு வைங்களேன் ஒரு வேர்ப்லயே ஒரு வேர்பும் அதோட V1 ஃபார்மும் அதோட பாஸ்ட் ஃபார்மும் present and past ஃபார்ம் ரெண்டு ஆப்ஷன்ல கொடுத்திருக்காங்க அப்படின்னா மோஸ்ட்லி அந்த ரெண்டு ஆப்ஷனுக்குள்ளதான் ஒன்னு ஆன்சரா இருக்கும் ஸோ இஸ் அ லாங் டைம் ஆர் அ லாங் டைம் அப்படிலாம் கொடுத்திருக்காங்கன்னா மோஸ்ட்லி அந்த சிங்குலர் ப்ளூரல்ல தான் அவங்க ட்விஸ்ட் வச்சிருக்காங்கன்னு அர்த்தம் அண்ட் 10 இயர்ஸ் அப்படிங்கறத வந்து நோட் பண்ணிக்கோங்க வில் யூஸ் இன் அ சிங்குலர் ஃபார்ம் தீஸ் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் வேர்ட்ஸ் go to the next question quickly what is the answer
I were, ma'am. If I were.
if I were simply next question
But, ma'am.
பட் எப்படி வரும் பட் ஓகே பட்னு எடுத்துக்கிறோம் அப்படின்னா சென்டென்ஸ் இப்ப ரீட் பண்ணி பாருங்க she was delighted but as well as surprised at her friend's fluke meaning of the sentence consider பண்ணி பாருங்க flow of the sentence வந்து கனெக்ட் ஆகல அப்படிங்கிறது ஃபீல் ஆகலனாலுமே meaning of the sentence வந்து she was delighted but she was sad அதுக்கு தானே பட் யூஸ் பண்ணுவோம் ஆனா அதானே பட் understood it won't come
Okay.
what else will
None
come?
of the above, ma'am.
Okay.
Related.
See, this what is the answer?
With, ma'am.
Yeah, with is the answer. Why? Because this is one type of sentence. She was delighted with as well as surprised at her friend's fluke. See, there are two things involved here. She was delighted. She was delighted at her, sorry, she was delighted with her friend's fluke, and also she was surprised at her friend's fluke. ரெண்டு சென்டென்ஸ் ஜாயின் பண்ணும்போது we use prepositions for both those verbs. Okay, surprised, delighted, அது ரெண்டுத்துக்குமே வந்து we'll use, when we connect these two feelings together in one sentence, we use prepositions for both those verbs. Okay, she was delighted with as well as surprised at, delighted with and surprised at her friend's fluke. One thing, but there are two reactions. Okay, come to the next question. It is very easy. What is the answer? A leaderless police force dash the path of least resistance since there was no one in authority to spur it in action. See, use the formula. இப்ப சொன்னல, when they give options with same words in present and past form, mostly the answer lies within those words. இப்போ இது ரெண்டு தான் அந்த ரெண்டு word. Take, took in present form, in past form. எதுக்கும் போய் C and D செக் பண்ணுங்க. Tread அப்ளை பண்ணி பாருங்க. இங்க a leaderless police force tread the path of least resistance since there was no one the authority to spur it open. Okay, negotiateங்கிறது இங்க add up ஆகாது. Say, since they have given past and present in the same form, go into these two and find what is the answer with respect to the tense that is involved in the question. என்ன tenseல இருக்கு? wasல இருக்கு. past tense என்ன tense வரும்? took வரும். That is the answer. Have this set of rules in mind while answering. It will be easy. Come to the next question. This has provided a ray of hope and there is no dearth of data as far as cervical cancer and prevention are what?
Concerned.
Concerned. That makes sense with respect to the context. Meaning of the sentence la vandu pathina, concerned is the only word which makes sense, and these two words mean the same. They can't be the answer. When two words has the same meaning, we cannot choose between that two, even though we don't know the meaning of other two. Okay, here the meaning of the sentence and context leads us to concern. It is very easy. We'll move on to the next question. Tense apply பண்ணுங்க. has வருது. என்ன form வரணும்? குயிக்கா சொல்லுங்க.
Participle.
Past participle வரணும். இதுதான் only past participle in the options. So deployed is the answer. So relate is in base form, V1 form. Deploying is in V4 ing form. Again, this is in base form. This is the only past participle. Has on the past participle only. Simple. Next question. There were 4 instances when Delhi police gave short shrift to the laws. Short shrift na, they didn't follow the law. Well, short shrift to the laws of the land and indeed to the very constitution they are dash to uphold. They are using where, this past. Select the past tense, swear and sworn. One is in present tense, one is it in past tense, and the question is in past tense. Choose past. Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. As usual, we'll solve few questions from different topics and wind up the class. What is the answer? What is the meaning of this idiom? I want many of you to participate. Please, case even if it is wrong, it's not a problem. To take with a grain of salt.
To take with some reservation. No?
Yes, to take with a grain of salt. Some reservation. It is just we can relate it to that, no? To take with a grain of salt. Grain of salt அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு subtle quantity கொடுத்திருக்காங்க அங்க. So B optionல வந்து to take with total disbelief, which is an extreme statement. They have given grain of salt, so we can eliminate it. And wholeheartedly and seriously pretty much means similar things. It conveys feelings. But grain of salt அப்படின்றது வந்து நம்ம exactly apply பண்ணனும்னா some reservation makes sense, which we can relate to it. A. And just learn it. To take with a grain of salt அப்படின்னா to do not believe things as such, to just think logically, to apply some knowledge and believe it. That is the meaning. 97. Ebb and flow.
Option D.
Perfect order.
Yes, ebb and flow na ups and downs simply. Direct answer, decline and increase. 26. Odd one out. See, 3 of it will have the same relationship, 1 will have different relationship. Find it out. See,
Option D.
analogy da. Option
B.
B.
Chemistry,
Okay.
medicine.
Okay. What is the relationship involved with the other 3? Analogy
Other,
step na A, B and relationship
Yes,
establish.
ma'am. Person and the place.
Very good. Beautician, இங்க person A placeல A, B எடுத்துக்கிட்டோம்னா person இருக்கு, beautician, lawyer, B being the answer, engineer. They are persons. And this is the place of work. Beautician works in parlor, lawyer works in court, engineer works at site, and chemist will work at laboratory. And this is not a place. Even if you don't know where this person works, medicine is not a place. So this is the odd one out. Go to 27th question.
Option B.
Even
Birds.
Okay, what is the relationship?
is study of vegetables, ma'am. That vegetables.
Horticulture, yeah. But ஒன்னு ஹார்டிகல்ச்சரோட மீனிங் தெரியுது அப்படின்னா அது பேர்ட்ஸோட ரிலேட் ஆகல அப்படின்னு சொல்லி ஆட் ஒன் கண்டுபிடிச்சிடலாம். அண்ட் இங்க பேசிக் ரிலேஷன்ஷிப் என்ன அப்படின்னா 27th கொஸ்டின்ல A and B பொசிஷன் ஃபிக்ஸ் பண்ணிட்டோம்னா this is some insect or microbes or plants or birds, artificial culturing of it. That is B. The study, the artificial culturing of this என்னன்னு சொல்லுவோமோ that word is B. Artificial culturing. That is the relationship. And even if you know horticulture is not related to birds, then you can easily find out the odd one, even without knowing the other 3. அப்படி இல்லையா? First option, fish and pisciculture, yes. Culturing of fish is pisciculture. Culturing of bees is apiculture. Sericulture, silkworm. And the odd one will be birds and horticulture, which doesn't match. அது தெரியல ஹார்டிகல்ச்சர்னா என்னன்னு தெரியலனாலும் இது மூணும் தெரிஞ்சதுனாலும் ஆப்ஷன் பண்ணலாம். There is not only one way. Okay, come to 28th question.
C, ma'am. C.
C யா?
Terrible, ma'am.
C வராது.
ma'am, option D.
Yes, D is the answer because the other 3 being medium அப்படினாலும் average அப்படினாலும் mediocre அப்படினாலும் same meaning தான். Moderate அப்படிங்கிற meaning தான். Medium, average, mediocre. But terrible is something which is different. When 3 words mean the same thing, the one word which is left out will be the odd one out. It can be any way. Okay, these are all previous year questions only. Have an idea. Okay, we'll discuss about phrasal verbs in depth in the evening class, and we'll go into sentence completion based on phrasal verbs alone for the class. Okay, because all the other fill in the blanks or the sentence completion is very easy, as we just saw. We'll practice it with mock tests and all. Phrasal verb is the only thing which is difficult to crack. We'll do that in the evening class. Okay, that is all for today. Thank you.